Our assets can be legally taken because of the way the rules are written in the Uniform Commercial Code in Article 8. Now, again, it sounds ridiculous, except for it's happened over 100 times in our country already. We're documenting this in the movie, all the different legal battles. Conservatively, tens of billions of dollars has been stolen, and plausibly upwards of over 100 billion has been taken in these different court cases. The biggest example was Lehman Brothers. It went through bankruptcy law, and a lot of those accounts were frozen for 14 years and 13 days, which is wild. Can you imagine if your money was frozen, you were retiring and your money was frozen for 14 years? Some of them were paid back, some of them were made whole, but some of them weren't. And that at the time, and I talked about this at the legislative branch here in Nashville, and I was competing, with the bank lobby to try to get this bill passed to put the priority rights, the precedent back on Tennessee residents, where we'd get paid back first if the custodian or bank were to fail. Well, one of the things I talked about was with the TARP program. So back in September of 2008, Lehman Brothers failed. 2 weeks later, we came up with the TARP program. And what we did is we printed $700 billion and we bailed out the very rascal banks that got us into that mess to begin with. We infused capital into the banks to stop the contagion, to stop the dominoes from falling, to stop the failures of these banks and custodians, because they were failing left and right. And so when we did that, though, we had room on the credit card. We only had about 10 trillion in government debt. Well, you fast forward to today, we're at 39 trillion. They're saying that within 5 years, 50 cents of every dollar that we bring in tax revenue is just going to go to the interest expense alone on our debt. And within 10 years, 100 cents of every dollar that we bring in tax revenue is just going to go to the interest expense alone on our debt. We have no room on the credit card to bail ourselves out if there were to be a widespread custodial collapse. So the first part of this film is talking about, hey, there is 100% a back-end plumbing creation of this Uniform Commercial Code that will take away our money legally. But the middle part of the film is, well, what is the economic conditions in which a widespread custodial collapse might happen? And that's where we talk about the coming Great Depression.